Thousands, even millions of people are refusing to buy the current Tesla Model Y because Juniper is approaching fast. The new version of the SUV will be much more attractive, and this is something we can confidently assert. However, if asked whether the Model Y Juniper will be released by the end of this year, we don't think so, as Elon has confirmed. But wait, the good news is that it's going to be available at the beginning of 2025 with at least 2 different interior configs. Unlike Model 3, Model Y Juniper is going to come with a new type of battery, which will definitely be changing its performance. You might have missed a lot of the recent updates about the Model Y Juniper. All of this will be covered in today's episode. Let's get started right now. Honestly, Model Y is Tesla's most well-rounded vehicle, and it's hard to find a better option in its price range. However, after several years on the market, it's clear that the Model Y no longer has the same shine it once did, with sales starting to decline and get more volatile this year. A big reason for this is the increase in competition, particularly from Chinese automakers like BYD, which consistently release affordable EVs with eye-catching designs. Faced with such competition, Model Y has started to feel less innovative and less appealing. That's why Tesla will need to launch the Model Y Juniper soon, and it's great news that it's getting here earlier than we expected. 1. Model Y Juniper relaunch time. Specifically, according to a report by China's National Business Daily, the first quarter of 2025 will witness the launch of the Model Y Juniper. This information was disclosed by someone with the inner workings of Tesla. Now, you might be skeptical about the reliability of this source, but we believe it. Why? Clearly, if you observe closely, sources familiar with Tesla have repeatedly leaked info about upcoming new models, and they've been consistently right. For instance, the news about Tesla's intention to cancel the $25,000 affordable car to prioritize the robotaxi was reported to Reuters back in April, and this info turned out to be completely true. Similarly, the reports about the Model Y soon launching with a new version were also revealed accurately. So there's no reason to believe these sources would fabricate info. Now, let's get back to the details that have been leaked about the Model Y Juniper. According to the report, alongside impressive designs and performance upgrades, Model Y Juniper will be launched in 2 variants, a 5- and 7-seater. Specifically, the 5-seater version of the new Model Y is expected to be delivered in the first quarter, while the 7-seater version is anticipated to be delivered in fourth quarter. This means 5-seater's Model Y is going to be available in most countries by early next year, possibly in Feb. For 7-seater, which was previously exclusive to the US, where the option costs $2,000 or $1,000 when combined with other options, could become available in both China and Europe by fourth quarter of next year. Although not explicitly stated, the report implies that the price of Model Y Juniper will remain unchanged. It mentions that, thanks to Tesla's extensive existing supply chain, the company can rapidly mass-produce the Model Y Juniper with lower capital costs. The most significant point is that the refreshed model could be made at Tesla's Giga Shanghai, which has the lowest production costs and can still roll a Model Y Juniper off the assembly line in under a minute. However, the report also indicates that the progress of the Model Y Juniper is much slower than Tesla's original plan. Initially, the manufacturer intended to complete production and deliver the vehicles this year. We expect that the focus on the robotaxi project and the impact of the 10% workforce reduction are what's delayed the Model Y Juniper's launch to next year. Well, despite these setbacks, it's clear that Elon is making major efforts to bring the new Model Y to market sooner in the face of numerous challenges. However, if Elon were to announce or confirm the arrival of Model Y Juniper, it would severely impact Tesla and current Model Y sales. No one would buy the current Model Y if they knew a new version was about to be released. Therefore, the only statement Elon could make is no Model Y refreshes coming out this year. However, Musk hasn't stated that there won't be a Model Y Juniper next year, which further reduces doubts about the refreshed model launching next year. So we believe that Tesla is timing the release very carefully. It seems that Tesla already has Model Y Juniper parts stockpiled at its factory in China. From what we've heard, suppliers have delivered these parts to Tesla in China several months ago. We think they're just waiting for the US and Germany to catch up. Clearly, China often leads in Model Y production ahead of Germany, Texas, and Cali. At least that's what we're anticipating. We'll briefly talk about the design changes and the new battery pack expected for Model Y Juniper shortly, but for now, let's look back at the three most recent appearances of the Model Y Juniper, which also help demonstrate that it's approaching soon. At the end of last month, on August 24th, a new image of a wrapped Tesla Model Y was spotted in the Bay Area while driving on the highway, and that showed up on Reddit. Why was it wrapped? What's Tesla trying to hide? We believe you might have the answer. Earlier on July 30th, a now deleted Reddit post revealed what was believed to be real images of the Model Y Juniper. Though the post is now gone, we ascertained this from the images. The upcoming Model Y will have a full-width red LED light bar at the rear akin to Rivian EVs or quite similar to Cybertruck's light bar. A black Tesla script is embedded into the rear light bar, and it looks like the reversing lights are housed in a separate unit. Inside, the spy photos show an ambient lighting setup similar to the updated Model 3, as well as a dark gray dash instead of the currently available wood trim. We can also see a bunch of wires hanging on the floor, which is a sign that there's going to be some development work to do before the car hits the streets. Finally, the Model Y Juniper made its first appearance in early July. Reddit user Jack spotted the apparent Tesla Model Y refresh outside the Rose Bowl Stadium in Pasadena, California. Just like previous leaks, Model Y features covers on the front and rear bumpers to conceal the modifications. Therefore, we eagerly anticipate that underneath those covers, the front of Model Y Juniper will closely resemble the Model 3, both in shape and headlights, since Model 3 is performing very well. We want to say that these prototypes will serve as the most tangible evidence that we might be getting closer to Model Y Juniper's release than what suppliers are indicating. However, we believe the key factor is that when the parts for mass production of the Model Y Juniper are delivered, that will be the moment that Tesla can start delivering these vehicles to those who placed orders. 2. Model Y Juniper new exterior design. According to recent reports about the Model Y Juniper, the level of changes expected for the new Model Y version are going to be similar to those of the new Model 3. The overall look and size of the vehicle will be refined, and adjustments will be made to the interior, autonomous driving hardware, and battery capacity. So, there's no doubt that at least 80% of the changes seen in the Model 3 will be present in the new SUV version. While it would take time to list every change of the new Model 3, and not all of them will necessarily make it to Model Y, we should focus on the most notable features of the Model 3 to get a clear picture of the changes Model Y Juniper is set to receive. Tesla has redesigned both the front and rear of the vehicle with sleeker and longer headlights. The design makes Model 3 more aerodynamic, resulting in a lower drag coefficient, which has allowed Tesla to improve the range for the all-wheel drive Model 3 range. In terms of interior improvements, the new Model 3 cabin is quieter while driving, thanks to the 360-degree acoustic glass and enhanced soundproofing. Additionally, Tesla's upgraded the suspension system, added ventilation seats, redesigned the steering wheel, included a rear passenger system, introduced new interior lighting, and improved acceleration for the Model 3 performance. So in the end, Model Y Juniper will get a completely new face, which will eliminate the upturned nose and replace it with slimmer, more modern-looking headlights. The rear lights and bumper will also be updated, and we believe that the new SUV will probably give it a more aggressive bumper similar to the Model 3 performance. Tesla has revised the wheel designs with each model refresh, so we expect it to do the same with the Model Y Juniper. Wheel sizes will stay the same, but the wheel's look will be improved. The new Model 3 has also redesigned the rear-view mirrors, which aren't as tall and have slightly different shapes. 3. Model Y Juniper interior upgrades. In the Juniper update, we believe that the interior changes will be completed by a redesigned center console with 2 wireless phone chargers, a revised armrest, and storage specs. The seats may also get a new design and probably gain cooling, just like in Model 3. Overall, interior materials and assembly quality should also see improvements. The updated Model Y performance will get upgraded sports seats with more side support to keep you in place while cornering spiritedly. The biggest change will probably be the completely new steering wheel, which will be borrowed from the Highland. Just like in Model 3, Tesla will eliminate the stalks behind the wheel to relocate more functions to the wheel and retain physical controls for things like turn signals, lights, wipers, and voice assistant. 4. Model Y Juniper battery change. If in the Model 3, performance and range were slightly improved mainly through aerodynamic design updates while the battery pack itself stayed unchanged, Tesla did not follow the same approach with Model Y Juniper. Not only will there be a design update, but a new battery pack will also be introduced with this refresh. It's possible that the manufacturer will not increase the battery pack's capacity, but will focus on innovating the type of battery used. What does this mean? Currently, there are three main types of batteries used in Model Y. The 2170 for Model Y made in the US, the BYD Blade for the ones made in Giga Berlin, and the LFP battery for Model Y made at Giga Shanghai. However, this is soon going to change. For Model Y Juniper targeted at Chinese and European markets, Tesla plans to use higher energy density batteries from CATL, their main supplier in China. This could be either the Shenxing Plus or M3P batteries. Both are LFP batteries, but have been improved not only in terms of energy density, but also in terms of faster charging capabilities. The M3P battery has an energy density of 210 watt-hours a kilo, which is significantly higher than the 160 watt-hours a kilo of the current lithium iron phosphate battery Tesla uses. Meanwhile, Shenxing Plus battery has an energy density of 205 watt-hours a kilo. Both these batteries can quickly charge between 15 and 20 minutes. Currently, 65 to 70% of Tesla's global sales use LFP batteries. Therefore, it's no surprise that they'll continue to use this new battery for Model Y Juniper, but certainly not the ordinary LFP battery cells. They're going to be a more advanced version. This will also give us confidence that Model Y will hit a lower price with the presence of this battery type, as LFP technology is currently the cheapest and safest in the world. This applies to the Model Y in Europe and China. If the Model Y Juniper is made in the US, we're uncertain about the type of battery Tesla will use for it, as there are at least two hypotheses. One is the 4680 battery, the other is the Shenxing CATL battery. Up to now, even after improvements in dry coating technology, Tesla started producing 4680 batteries very well, and this seems to be accelerating. By first quarter next year, or possibly later, Model Y Juniper may launch in the States later than other markets, but at the latest, by third quarter. Tesla could be producing enough 4680 batteries, not just for the Cybertruck, but also the Juniper. This would certainly be a huge get for Tesla and would allow them to gain significant benefits from this new Model Y, as large-scale production of 4680 batteries will be much more efficient and cost-effective compared to other batteries. It seems that Tesla's new battery is still maintaining an impressive energy density of around 272 watt-hours a kilo, which is very noteworthy in the context of battery technology. Therefore, if the Model Y Juniper does indeed use the 4680 battery, we wouldn't be surprised if the new version of the SUV has a slightly higher range compared to the current models of the Model Y. Yes, although all the hypotheses about the 4680 for the Model Y might be questionable, it would make sense if it were to happen. On the other hand, if the Model Y Juniper in the States does not use the 4680, the Shenxing Plus battery out of CATL would be the most feasible option. Earlier this year, CATL confirmed that they sent machinery and equipment to produce this type of battery for Tesla at their Nevada factory, but it was intended for the $25,000 vehicle rather than the new Model Y. However, considering that the low-cost vehicle shares the same production platform with the Model Y and is also set to launch first quarter next year, it's not surprising that both vehicles might be using the same type of battery. As Model Y Juniper approaches, Tesla is going all out with Cybertruck. A recent image out of Giga, Texas from the facility is now producing a large number of pickups, with nearly 1,000 of them visible in the west parking lot ready to be shipped. According to longtime Giga Texas observer Joe Techmeyer, an increasing number of Cybertrucks are getting produced at the Texas complex. This indicates that the production of the all-electric pickup truck is doing quite well. Apart from the fact that nearly 1,000 Cybertrucks were spotted by the drone operator at Giga Texas West outbound lot, some of the vehicles were also being transported from the facility in a rather interesting manner. Unlike most Cybertrucks, which are typically picked up by car carrier trailers, Techmeyer observed that some Cybertrucks were being loaded onto covered trailers. In the near future, Cybertruck will transition to using Gen 3 4680 batteries after undergoing a series of upgrades in dry coating technology. These upgrades will help cut costs and increase energy density, leading to even more impressive performance for the pickup truck. As of July this year, Tesla Cybertruck is the best-selling vehicle in the U.S. with a price above 100 Gs. This is truly remarkable considering the controversial nature of this all-electric pickup truck segment. Although many people are still postponing their decision on Model Y right now, Model Y is still doing very well. And last year, it became the best-selling vehicle in the world, not just among electric vehicles, but overall. That's an incredible achievement, and Tesla accomplished this with a Model Y. Clearly, it's an excellent vehicle, but Model Y is due for a refresh, as it lacks many of the great new features that have been added to the new Model 3. February 2025 is likely the most feasible time for us to see the arrival of the new Model Y. We've also heard that there's going to be a 7-seater version of the Model Y, not just in the States, but other places like Thailand, Australia, New Zealand. Japan, and anywhere else Model Y produced in China is sold. China's going to have it as well. Additionally, the 7-seater version may be produced at the Gigafactories in Berlin and the US. In the event that Model Y Juniper encounters any issues and can't launch in first quarter, we believe Tesla customers are accustomed to this. It's simply that they might be held up by some factor. At worst, it's clear that all Tesla EVs continue to improve over time, even without major upgrades. However, all these changes happen beneath the surface or through software updates. However, major redesigns are very rare at Tesla because they require significant changes to the production line and supply chain. Therefore, launch of Model Y Juniper with many changes would have a substantial impact on both Tesla and the consumer market, especially since it continues to be the best-selling EV in many countries and has been the best-selling EV globally. Thus, any design must be meticulous to avoid criticism from the audience for lacking significant innovations compared to the previous version. What do you think about the Model Y Juniper, and will it set a new record after the update? Share your opinions below. We hope you learned more about Model Y Juniper after watching this episode. If you did, hit that like button and join the Tesla Car World family by subbing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.